busting the door with a flicker of light. Siren drifts in like smoke in the night. Red air glow, heartbeats slow. The world outside just fades in low. She kicks off her boots, hums to the floor. Echoes of laughter, ghosts she adores. City's asleep, but she's wide awake, pouring her thoughts like waves that break. Will she cry or will she never sleep? Lost in the tide where the secrets keep. Moonlight hums in a faded tune. Sirens chilling with the silver moon. Vinyl spins slow, candlelight sway. Smoke rings dance, she drifts away. Eyes like twilight, tired but free. Dreaming out loud in minor key. The clock says 3, but time's a ghost. She's vibing now with what she loves most. No rush, no fight, no pain to keep. Just her in the dark, she'll never sleep. Will she cry or will she never sleep? Lost in the tide where the secrets keep. Moonlight hums in a faded tune. Sirens chilling with the silver moon. Maybe she'll cry just to feel alive, or maybe she'll laugh till the sunrise. Midnight whispers call her deep, but siren soul was never meant to sleep. Bustin' again with that lazy grin. Another night where the dreams begin. Late hour queen about to keep. She won't cry and she'll never sleep.
Hey guys, it's your girl, Siren Syrup here, and today and tonight we're gonna try to see and push my internet and my technical issues to the brim. So far it says it's in good status. So if I go quiet for a second, I'm just testing stuff out. Um, I'm getting good. I'm gonna get some good internet soon. Um, so I do apologize for anything that may happen during the stream, but this is for fun. This is just for me. This is just to hang out. Um, check out the health right now. It says my bit rate. It needs to by only 247 bytes, but it says the connection's good. But tonight we're gonna play some Pokemon Insurgents. I'm gonna hopefully, if it goes well, I'll switch to another game that I played as a growing teenager. Lauren the Amazon Princess by Winterwolves. Um, I think I'm a lot, so that's something I'm gonna have to work on. Okay. Well, I hope you guys are enjoying your night. I hope you are having a beautiful night. So let's go ahead and get going. Um, game goes. Please, OG is not wanting to go. Why doesn't she go? Interesting. Okay. gonna try it on this. Restarting it, so just be forewarned, I am trying, guys. Close out some stuff while this is loading. Want anything on? Taking my phone off the internet. Pray to the Jesus this works. Okay, there. Okay, you know what? Was this because... Oh, okay. Hang on, let me look at controls. Down, left. Actually, can I make down this? Can I not? Okay, I need to... Okay, left. Sorry, guys. You guys are looking at me and my technical stuff, which I didn't think this was set like that earlier. Alright. Cool. Yes. I didn't save it? Okay, well. Oh well. Ay ay ay. I'm gonna do a traditional because I've never played, and I'm gonna lower this just slightly of the game sound just to make sure you guys are not hearing this too loudly. Okay. How's it not? Okay. Yes. What did it just do? Oh my gosh. This is why. Ay ay ay. Dear Jesus. Alright. We're doing it. Swear to gosh. Okay. Sorry, this is a fan-made game. I like anything Pokemon, so my friend definitely told me to try this out. This is probably one of his favorites that he followed for fan-made stuff. So I definitely wanted to give it a go, just because he's my friend. And also, I like Pokemon. I did get the new Nintendo Switch 2 as of 2 days ago, and the new Pokemon game. I 100% have been playing it. The gameplay's a little weird, but I will be setting up some streaming gear once I get a new internet. So, please bear with me as that happens. My friends, thank you all for coming to this press conference on a short notice. I have some important information for all of you. I bring both good news and bad news. Oh, good lord. As I'm sure you know, where others may have only one or two, our region is filled. You turned down light. Hang on, guys. My ears are hurting. Oh, that's real loud. As I'm sure you know, where others may only have one or two, our region is filled to the brim with dastardly chains. Aside from their goals to find legendary Pokemon, they aren't very different. From teams of Kanto and Palos, and of course, who can forget our very own Augur, a hero of the people who rose up to fight these villains. That brings me to my announcement. Having protected us for so long, our Augur as the day has officially ended. To move on, he has finally set off to see other regions, meet new people, and who can blame him? But fear not, my friends, you will not go defenseless. I, Siren of Helios City, will become your new Augur. Until such time that he returns, if ever, I will guard this region from anyone who works against it. As long as I lead you, I promise there will be nothing to fear. Long live the Tauren region! Long live the Tauren region! We will remain strong! Gengar. Oh, would you like to challenge run this game? I'm no good. Yes. I'll come back, challenge it. I just want to play a game through of this because I just don't know how well this will stream. So we're gonna push our luck to the limit. You know what I mean? Gonna push it to the limit. Just looking at stuff. Just looking at stuff. So we're gonna push this. Hello, is this thing working? Can you hear me? Oh, thank goodness. I knew you wouldn't get beat that. Oh, I knew you wouldn't get beat that easily. You got to listen to me. You're in a very awkward situation right now, too. To say the least. Don't worry, if we work together, I'm sure I can get you out. But first, do you remember your name? Do I have a name? It is Siren. Sure. But I will go by Siren. Yes. Okay, good. What else do you remember? Are you a girl or a boy? Do I remember? Girl. Do you remember what you look like? Do I get to pick? Middle, because purple closest to red. Red and blue mixed together makes purple. Yes. Thank goodness you haven't forgotten everything. I'm gonna send you someone to help you out, get out of there, okay? Did you exit the forest? You need. Ooh, coming back quick. Wake up. Chance to escape. So how is she doing? She looks healthy, but she's been asleep for nearly 3 days. Fortunately, she's waking up tomorrow, and you have no idea how boring this is. supervision job has been. What are you planning to do with her? Well, she's not gonna remember anything when she wakes up. Oh, I got tired of the voice. I'm not sure why she's so afraid of her. She's just a kid after all. No, it's not her call to make. You know, Mr. Stephanie knows best. Guess so. I'm just bummed because Persephone? Oh man, I'm gonna call her P. Going to try something. I don't have. Okay, so I have a speech impediment, but we don't talk about it. It makes cat noises, so it's kind of funny. Okay. Dang, can't loot. Not today, fellas. What's in here? Loot. I love a good loot. I guess. I choose Mew to help you out due to its special ability. It is able to transform and change things. Ditto, Mew can transform Mew. Oh. You find DNA, can... Okay. Cool. Gotta go find some clothes. Okay. Hello. Look at this. Dark Rite cultist. Okay. Bro. long walk, guys. What's up with this random green sludge? Clean up your little dungeon cave, guys. Can I not take this stuff? The heck? Okay, that's what I thought. God. The controls on this a little peace and love. Like, you have to step in a certain way. Like, I couldn't gotten that on the other side of that. That's. I'm gonna be nice. 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 Be nice. Oh, that scared me. Whoa. Listen up. Oh, heck yeah. Let's get this stuff. Okay, what are we guys doing? Alright, is everyone ready? Is a machine working? Or do we have a link on Darkrai? And we should be good to go. They put a lot of work into this. But after nearly a year of evil scheme plans, we have finally had what we need. Wow, you make me want to have a hot dog real bad. We are finally have what we need to summon catch Darkrai. This is our chance, everyone. Again, activate the machine. Heck yeah. Oh, Darkrai. Is Darkrai a little faster? Unstoppable. Not working. Quick, activate the net. Great. Just great, everyone. You freaking ruined it again. It's not my fault. It is your fault. I'm kidding. An entire year's worth of work and down the drain. This is all just a waste of time. I just don't get it. What could we be doing wrong? Did I take shots? I'm gonna take a shot. Ooh. 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 That was crazy. It's soju. Well, she mad, guys. The show. have to pick this stuff up. That's so silly. Cool. We out of here like 9,000. Alright, let's try without the game and see if you guys pick up the sound. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go to the drawing board on that one. I don't know what is up. I'm gonna have to play with the settings on that, but let's try to open up at this other game. See if this is any better for anyone. But I'm gonna launch it. It's gonna probably be loud, so let me just mute my desktop audio while I fix this. You know, I could have done that. I just didn't think about it earlier. Now I kind of feel bad. Okay. All right. So now let me. Oh, you know what? I know why. Goofy. Open it. Window. Alright. Alright. This should be better. I'm playing with the sound already. Should be a little louder, you know? A wee bit. And then I'll test it. It's okay. I know this is a learning experience for me, so I know this sucks. My bad. I like noise though. That's just me. Alright, so okay, one other thing. Okay, that's it. This should work. I don't know if it's just like these games or what's going on. It just picks up so loud. And I have a headache. That's just me. Alright. So let me go ahead and resize it. Of course. It's not gonna let. Alright. Alright. So I think it's because it's an older game. It's not gonna resize properly. This is like game's probably like 12 years old. I don't remember. 12 or 13. It's a really old game. I played this like in high school, so you know, bear with it. Bear with me, girl. I'm here. I'm queer, and we're gonna get through it. Okay. Da-da-da. All right. Inside the monastery. No. Why? I don't touch anything. Ay, ay. Boom, I'm gonna have to go back on the drawing board on this, but I'm gonna play all night. Thanks anyways for trying, Boom. What matters is that you tried. We're gonna play this game though. Anyone know the story of the Amazon ladies? You know, Amazon women? This is gonna be kind of like one of those. Yeah, we're all down bad for an Amazon lady. Me for sure. Bad we don't have your bathroom greened up for you. Eat baddie. But this is kind of like an RPG game. I would say this kind of would have gotten me into D&D. I mean, I'm not fully into D&D, but am I interested in D&D? Yes, 100%. I love watching people play D&D. Like one of the funnest things ever. But before anyone could move, the piercing cry of a griffin fell from the skies. Just then, a messenger ran into the training grounds, panting for breath. Princess Lauren! The captain! She has returned! Alone, your majesty! Lauren broke into a run. She ran as fast as she could to the main square inside the citadel. The Amazon scouts had landed with their griffins just as she had arrived. Captains of the guards, Breza, looked extremely grave as she approached her. Lauren knew instantly that the news of the scouts carried would not be a routine report. Your Majesty, tell me. A scout stepped forward and placed a hand over her heart in a salute. Queen Karen has been lost. Lauren's face paled. She disappeared into the night. As of now, we do not know what has happened to her. There's not a trace. And just by the way, guys, I am drinking a little bit. Soju. It's 14%. I think I have like 5 shots left. Let's see what happens. Then we have no choice in this matter. With the queen lost, Princess Lauren must become our new queen. No, my mother is still alive and still the queen. She is not dead, and you did not find her body. Searching for her must be our top priority. Your Highness, you know that it is against the law to leave the citadel. Your mother's fate is too uncertain. This is precisely why we must try to find her. I will search for her myself if I have to. Her hard glare challenged anyone to say otherwise. Alright, new quest. Find Queen Karen. Find the missing Amazon Queen. You discovered your first quest. Quests give large experience points, rewards. Completed. Okay. Your mother has appointed me as an enforcer of the Amazon law. I must decree if you leave the citadel, you forfeit all support from the Amazons. What? When you abandon the citadel, you are abandoning your title? Ooh, English. That is what the Great Mothers dictated. Lauren took a deep breath, and she would be denied the armory, the military, even access to the royal treasury. Then so must be it. I will find my mother by myself. Lauren! Teresa closed her mouth and looked to her side. Majesty. Do not apologize, Commander. You are doing your duty, and the Queen will honor that when she returns. The Amazons might not be able to help you, but we will give you a promising individual who will aid you. The monk pauses for a moment, looking at what was just written before continuing. And this is how it will all begin. You know, so many baddies, boom. A little time. Alright, so I gotta play a character that specialized class hero. Um, so gonna show you guys a little bit about this game. I'm gonna play a girl. Yeah, me too, boom. Let me a strong woman. I'm gonna play Eleanor, a female elf, who traded her freedom for protection at a very young age. So you can play two different classes. It's warrior or thief. Of course, I always pick warrior. I'm a barbarian and anything else. Warriors can observe a lot of damage, so they can be positioned in the front row of the battlefield. Being a warrior is easier in the early stages of the game, since you don't have to worry too much about dying. An elf girl? Okay, so audio, can you raise your mic low? Okay. Yeah, I was playing with it earlier. Boom. Is this better? Earlier I was like playing with my sound and all the games were like super loud. I have it now cranked at a 41.9 E on the desktop audio. I am now on my microphone at a 1.7 dp. Oy, oy, oy. It's been a day. I was separated from my tribe by orcs as a child. If not for the generous Amazons, I would have died. I will work my hardest every day to repay this debt. In your interest, Highness, she is most talented in healing magic. Awesome. Thank you, Boom. Praise you. I love you, Boom. Okay, so... Okay, so move the mouse on the left to get quick. Strength's at 8, skills at 5, wills at 8. Okay, so this is gonna be like this is right here is gonna be the factor of what's gonna make these stats up here go up. So I'm gonna go to training grounds. Began teaching only the youngins, but soon she became instructing even some elders. Raise your face to me. Yes, I do recognize you. You have met my blade before. I've had many pleasures aspiring with you, Your Highness. Lauren smirked to herself. You're one of the difficult ones. Most do not last long against me. Alright, so I gained 2 in strength. That's good. Shows the lineage of great warriors. Battles others. She's displaced her elder predecessor and the training grounds easily, making her the youngest sparring master in our history. How did you manage such a feat? Speak. I can hold my own in a battle. For the last several annual... Oh my god, there's a truck! Oh no! I've been sponsored to injure and have won many titles. For this year's proving, I have granted the top place in Target or Challenge Magic Trials. I'm gonna say Target Challenge. I need to get the skill up just a little bit. I think that's, yeah, okay. And I acquired a small crossbow because I need that to hit like enemies in the back. I haven't played this game in like 8 or 7 years, but I have like a good like understanding what to do. Kinda. Don't trust me too much. I'm also drinking. They were looking for a fight, so I tavern, reason with them, offer to teach them. Yeah, let's go off with that. Let's go off, girl boss. Gain 2 in strength. It is true she's respected her mistress deeply, as she will respect you. She did not fail a crafted present for her mistress for the winter solstice. Tell her what was the last gift you made. I showed my loyalty to her by giving her and let's go. I forged weaponry, created a sword just for her since I would trust no one other smith my mistress better than I. With my sword, she cut down enemies easily and bringing her great honor. In strength. She received the gift very well, and I was praised. I was happy just to give her a small emblem of her strength and wisdom. Unfortunately, even my mighty mistress was not invincible. To come to grave illness in her last days, she called me to her side. She granted me one reward for my service, and I choose. Eleanor's a baddie too. Boom. Leather armor, enchanted ring. Do leather armor. Her armor would have kept me safe and secured. I am sometimes confused for my mistress because it resembles hers. I feel as though she's with me even now. Granted 2 acquired love. Her loyalty does not end there, Your Highness. Eleanor has demonstrated an act of a true servant of the citadel. I was approached by another slave. They spoke of fantastic lands and cities and a life away from the citadel. I was associated with this person, but to this point that he confided in me to plan to escape. He wished for me to come with him, and I convinced him not to escape. Reported him to the authorities, refused but helped to free him. Convinced him not to escape. I ain't a narc. Well, I could refuse, but it would seem like I'm not as loyal. So, I just convinced him not. I needed to only explain to him the benefits of staying, how marvelous the citadel already was. He would have been surely been helpless if he had left our walls. But I attempted to save his life, and thankfully he listened. Yeah, I am loving this reading. Such a skilled tongue will likely be useful to you in travels. Gain 2 and will. It will be difficult to let go of our prized slave. Dang, I was a slave. However, I will trust you with no one less, my princess. Alright, continue. You can go over it and like change. Read the next line backwards. Because for life, your risk to willing, you like someone with travel to useful would it. I messed up a little bit, boom. Yours is life, my. Satisfactory B. Will you suppose I. Lauren demanded an immediate departure as leaving could not be too soon with her mother missing. Alright. In this mode, you're mainly the story, enemies. Lauren instructed to take care of any business in the citadel before they left. You'll be able to shop in each town you travel to. At the start, you'll have basic equipment and carry a few points. Boom is a #1. I'm a boom stan. I'm a stan boom. I stand boom. Here. Go to the castle. And I am #1. Eleanor walked up. Have you considered? Absolutely not. I am preparing for my journey. I do not know how long I will be gone, but my hope is not February. Yeah, not you. Totally not you. It's just an old. Yep. Shirley do Bobby. You seem eager to forget Queen Karen. Queen Karen? A Karen of the Queen? Game over, game over, game over. Silence, she is speaking in my interest. I'm surprised in you too. This is your queen you're dismissing so easily. Do not forget that she will return and will hear of your actions to rescue her. Yes, Majesty. I mean only to enforce Amazon traditions, not to dishonor Karen. Queen Karen! Reza gulped. Her mom's a baddie. I just want you to know, Boom. Her mom? MILF. Pure MILF. Yeah, her name's Karen. You know, -4 points, but she makes up with it in body yaddy yaddy yaddy. Okay, so shop. Is there any? Got only 100, so I'm just looking around. Leave the shop. I'm gonna change party setup. Row. Leave. I already did that. There aren't MILFs anymore, just women our age. Any woman over the age of 40 is a MILF to me. I'm only, how old am I? 27. They would leave the security of the Citadel and cross the plains of Arvavorn? I don't know. Weird name. To search for her mother, no matter how long it took to find her. The first place to visit the town of Grimoire in the Human Empire. Eleanor's first goal was to reach the city of Grimoire, the capital of the Human Empire, but it was a dangerous road plagued by goblins, bandits, and they arrived. However, that would begin their investigation. I love a good MILF. A MILF is great. Lauren and her ally were walking down a road in the middle of the plains en route to the town of Grimoire. Though Lauren was quiet, Eleanor knew that she was thinking about saving her mother. MILFs do rock. MILFs are great. A MILF for every day of the week. The only clue that we have is that my mother's guard have disappeared as well. If we find them, then we find my mother. A good plan, Your Highness. The relationship was one might expect between a servant and a royalty. Eleanor quietly followed the princess and would only raise and agree with her when given the chance to speak. She was used to being less formal, but then she had never served royalty before. Lauren noticed nothing about this behavior because she was quite used to it. This is the only way out from the Citadel, so the Queen must have passed by here. It would be very helpful if there were any witnesses to unusual activity, but Your Highness, may I ask a question? Lauren glanced at her with a frown. This is the first time she dared to speak out of turn. If you must, but I cannot promise that I will answer. Why aren't we using Griffin to travel now? They're faster than walking, much safer. You fool, aren't you aware of the laws of my people? Eleanor took a step back, fearful for her life. For the most part, yes. My choice to leave the Citadel, take away my privileges. Griffins are not allowed to me. Can't change the laws as queen, but I am not a queen. My mother is. I see. I'm sorry that I asked, Your Highness. Now you know. Don't forget it. Dang, girl. All right. Getting a little snippy with me. Snippy. But that's okay. They traveled mostly quiet through the day until it faded into the night. The land ran flat with sparse boulders along the path. Snip, yeah. This looks like a good place to camp. Lauren, however, did not stop walking and continued on without a word. Your Highness? Keep up. Eleanor sprang from the ground that she was about to start a fire and hurried after her. Lauren seemed prepared to travel a lot further that night. Eleanor's Steeled herself for a very all of a sudden I pop out this new voice. Eleanor steeled herself for a very long walk, but she found it more and more difficult to keep her position behind Lauren. She was beginning to walk much slower. Lauren's feet were dragging across the ground rather than proudly stomping ahead. Like earlier in the day, Eleanor knew the princess was. Lauren was tired. We should stop for the night and make a camp. My mother is out there, waiting for someone to save her. That someone is me. Lauren was not going to stop for even a moment until Queen Karen was recovered. It was now until Eleanor's job to keep her from sabotaging herself with her own determination. Let's see here. Forceful, friendly. I'd be forceful with her. Chat, forceful or friendly. I'm not gonna do joking. This woman will cut my head right off. I think I should be forceful. No, you want friendly. Okay, boom. Friendly it is. You'll be no use to your mother running on no sleep. Lauren halted and spun around. What did you say to me? Eleanor knew that her life was over. She was too used to speaking freely with her previous mistress and her tongue got away from her. I'm sorry, princess. What I meant to say is that I am too exhausted to continue. Lauren shifted her weight and put her hands on her hip. You? I'm used to hard labor, but I was always granted rest at night by the grace of your highness. Lauren elevated, though only superficially. Deep down, she was more tired than Eleanor. I thought you were stronger than this. Lauren pushed past her and bushy grass. She sat down cross-legged, her back straight and her arms resting on each knee like an Amazon royalty. Lie down, Elf. I only give you a few hours. Don't waste them. Getting Lauren to stop was enough for Eleanor, and she decided not to waste her mistress' generosity. She promptly walked over and laid in the grass next to her, but not too close. Not too close. You know, two guys in a hot tub. Not gay. Eleanor woke in a few hours later, to Lauren calling her. She did not see Lauren's but however, Lauren's speed and alertness have improved, letting her know she might have rested after all. Yeah, 6 feet apart because they're not gay. I have not seen no population since we left. I was told that Grimoire's settlement was on this route. Where is it? Is it past the mountain? Mountain, mistress. You see, before us, you instructed me to walk straight for it. Princess, that is not a mountain. It is the city of Grimoire. Lauren stopped once again and turned to her servant. That is not a city. It is too large. It is large, walled city like Citadel. Amazons? Lauren reached for her sword, bristling at the thought of competing tribes so close to her home. No, Grimoire is the capital of the empire and the nation of men. Put away your sword. We are not to make war with them. Lauren looked at her blade and frowned and slid it back into the sheath. Others can build cities as great as Citadel. Are you sure of what you speak? Yes, castles can be constructed by any nation with any proper materials. You didn't know that? Girl's never been outside the wall. Poor girl. Praise the Lord. Just kidding. Lauren winced at the insinuation that she was not well educated. Oh, wow. I know that the Amazons are superior to all nations, so the Citadel is superior to all other castles. Yes, you're great. Eleanor learned just how sheltered Lauren truly was. Even her former mistress knew all about the outside world, but then she was allowed to travel outside the Citadel walls. Lauren was not. Knew that she was able to take better care of her princess than she anticipated. You're now being taken to a world map. Locations will appear as they're being discovered in the storyline. Sometimes when you travel to a city, you will encounter a random battle. These battles are optional, unlike the battles that are triggered by the storyline. You can also access camp button on the map. It will take you to your group's campsite so that you may speak with your party members. Getting to know each character is important to the game and may even lead to romance. See what you can find. Alright. Let's go to Grimoire. As I approached Grimoire, the path cut through the wooded area. Lauren stopped abruptly and held her arms out to stop Eleanor. Her expression was serious and her voice was low. Something isn't right here. They looked around, examining the area for anything out of ordinary. Then they saw it. Someone was strung up by their feet from the tree limb. Head down with a bag covering their body. A body writhed and they're still alive. Please, help me. Lauren rushed over to the person, but several little screeching characters sprung down from the tree. Goblins. Fear shot through Eleanor as she realized the battle was now upon them, and the Princess Lauren has never fought outside of training. It was up to her to protect the princess. Watch yourself. Same to you. Lauren drew her 2 swords swiftly and hurried to engage the enemy. Jesus. Whoa. Dang. Eleanor was surprised to see how swiftly Lauren moved as she fought. She started with a vertical slash and moved so quickly that her blade looked like a solid arc of silver. The goblin collapsed to the ground in a bloody mess as she lifted her other sword in a horizontal slash to behead another goblin. She danced between the enemies and evaded their attempts and counterattacked with ease. Eleanor looked surprised to see how beautifully deadly all her movements were. Lauren impaled another goblin through the heart with one quick stab, retracting her blade and flicking the blade off the metal with casual ease. She didn't stop to catch her breath, nor did she break a sweat in a short battle. Okay, you're about to select your battle formation. I don't need to. Okay. Okay, simple. Alright, now it's her turn. Yes, the noises are crazy. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jeez. Okay, the noises are crazy.
Stand aside!
You should have hired me to be the voice actor for these. I don't know. Can you imagine me voice acting for all the characters?
Why are there imbeciles everywhere I go?
How cool does that sound? Why is there imbeciles anywhere I go? I like Winterwolves games. Like there's like visual novels with the game aspect. Eleanor hurried up to keep up with her, but the fight was over quickly. Lauren kept her swords in the hand as approached the stranger cut the restraining rope. Eleanor grimaced but found some amusement at Lauren's obvious lack of concern for the person. The person stippled down. He squirmed out of the bag, covering him. Oh, freaking mage. Look at this freaking mage. Frick. A lithe blonde man stood up, brushed the dirt from himself. Where's Draco? Ow, the ground hurts quite a bit actually. Who are you? Even though the man's ears were tucked neatly behind his hair, Eleanor noticed them sticking out from behind his locks. They were pointed. Yeah. He's half elf. Oh, you can tell? No fooling you guys, I guess. Yes, I'm a half breedy type. That's crazy to call yourself half elf. Is that a problem? No. Why should it be? He swiftly took Eleanor's hand and shook them gratefully. Looks like a girl. Yeah, he does have a little feminine face. Freaking mages with their feminine faces. Crazy. I know. He swiftly took Eleanor's hands and shook them gratefully. Oh, that's great. My name is Draco, but what should I call this lovely flower? Gross. Ick. Throw up. Enough of your nonsense. Lauren waved her weapon as if he were such a threat, much as a threat as goblins. Was it simply because he was a man? Or her isolation at the Citadel turned her paranoid? No, don't get upset. I'm just playing. Identify yourself now. Your Highness, he just said, I'm surprised you never heard of me. I am the all-powerful, famous master fire magician. Oh, mouthful, brother. He waved his fingers in front of him and created a brief fireball. He made a sound effect to accompany it and laughed. Ew, gross. But his laughter was cut short when Lauren kicked him straight in the chest and hurled him backwards towards the ground. It was a demonstration. I mean no harm, honestly. Your Grace, I believe he won't hurt us. Lauren slowly pulled her sword away from Draco's throat and stood straight. You were right, because he's too incompetent to do any damage. Dang. Now, talk about his manhood. Competent? That's not fair. I'm really good with magic, all kinds, but fire is my favorite. My last name is Firestarter, after all. Of course it's Firestarter. Draco Firestarter? Oh, then how did you get captured so easily by a small group of little goblins if you're so powerful? It was a different group, a bigger group. Goblins as tall as trees. Yes, trees. Aw. Eleanor tried not to giggle in front of her mistress, for Lauren would surely punish her. That's a very convenient excuse. It was. They were accompanied by a very powerful goblin shaman. I couldn't hold out against them all on my own, and the shaman was big as a few trees. Erica blinked once and then started bursting out laughing, and Eleanor joined him. Yes, exactly. Silence. Then they were silent. You let your guard down. No matter how tall these goblins are, that's unacceptable. I am more useful than you think, lady. Perhaps you would be interested in my services? I wouldn't charge much. No, we are not interested. Draco looked disappointed at her blunt response. Not even if I threw in a especially beautiful lady discount? Lauren ignored him and walked away. You're lost then. Bye, I suppose. Then they walked away from the disappointed magician. Eleanor spoke quietly to Lauren once they were out of earshot. I'm sure that won't be the last time we see that man. Unfortunately. Quest completed. Travel to Grimoire. Okay, let's look her up. Get the skill up a little bit. I always like strength. Strength's like my favorite too. Oh yeah, always my eyeball. Okay, let's see. This. I think I'm gonna do taunt. Okay. Well, strength. They arrived in Grimoire. Eleanor was able to get past the gate guard without any trouble, just a warning to keep all weapons away. The open market in the town square was bustling with activity. So this is an human empire can show for their capital. Here, I'm gonna be friendly. I see nothing wrong with it, Your Highness. It's only different from the Citadel. Humans over everything. That's crazy, Boom. You don't like elves? You don't like, I mean, like, maybe you don't like playing as an elf, but you don't like elf ladies? You know what? If I was a D&D master, I would make my own character, and it would be, a Jiragumo, which is the Japanese fighter lady. I think that would be a cool character to play. Like, have someone play. Sick. I see nothing wrong with it, Your Highness. It's only different from Citadel. Lauren looked at the Eleanor strangely, but did not say anything. We need to find out what these settlers know. Lauren wants to search all over the Grimoire for clues. Eleanor will now have a chance to react at each location. This is a time to build your character's personality. Every time you select a choice between joking, friendly, or forceful answers, you influence Eleanor's attitude. You have a lot of D&D characters planned. I only have Orla, and then I do, well, okay, that's not true. I do have a half orc somewhere. She's chilling in a box somewhere. Got this, I just got a lady somewhere in a box. Lauren wants to search all over for clues. Okay, so in your search, go to the tavern. Okay, I'm not gonna go to the tavern. I'm gonna go to the marketplace first. You walk through the stalls. Lauren flinched and recoiled at everyone that was hurrying past her. Her patience disappeared. She stomped her foot and shouted at the top of her lungs. Enough! I'm Lauren of the Amazons. I'm on the search for my mother. If you have ideas for characters, I can help. Okay, thanks, Boom. Whole marketplace turned to gawk at her, and then they continued with what they were doing, completely uninterested. Lauren was stunned, and having been ignored in her life, Eleanor was worried that she would have taken it personally and become angry, so she swooped in and disrupted her thoughts. Let us ask one of the vendors personally. Maybe they have seen our queen. Look at this man. Hello, what are you doing here? Lauren's lip pressed tightly together as she reluctantly walked up to a fruit stall. I'm Princess Lauren, my mother, the queen of the Amazons. Fresh apples? Apples, good fruit for you. The salesman picked up the bright apple that neither of them had seen before, shoved it in Lauren's hand. Her eyes went large from being handled like a commoner. Or one apple, or two apples. However, Lauren was too offended to respond. 2 apples. 2 apples for the big woman? 2 apples, 6 gold. Alright, I'm gonna be forceful on this one. This is the princess you're speaking to. Watch yourself or meet the end of my blade. Everyone in the stall hushed instantly. Lauren dropped the apple without care for it. We're leaving. Yes, ma'am. The princess would not subject herself to the horror of the marketplace again. Combat arena. Lauren wished to appeal to the strongest people of the city. The grand arena in the heart of Grimoire attracted her immediately. So this is a training grounds. It's odd looking, almost like a temple. It looks as if it was suited to seat an audience, perhaps for approving. We should be able to find the most influential people here. Eleanor hoped this would be true, but not in every culture revered warriors are like the Amazons. Lauren walked straight into the open pit without trouble, looking very much like she belonged there. Gladiators were training loudly before them, and a few specters were seated in the stands. Where are all the women? Are you a new recruit? I wasn't told about you. A grizzled old man eyed Lauren up and down, making her uncomfortable. Behind him was a large gladiator, resting against his sword. Bring me your mightiest warrior. The gladiator raised his chin. You're looking at him. Why? We need a favor in the search for my mistress, mother. The War Master and the Gladiator both turned to see Eleanor for the first time. They gawked at Eleanor, reaching for their weapons. An elf. How did you get into the city? Okay, so I think elves, they have like a pretty decent hate for elves. Crazy. Okay, forceful. With my legs. Nice. We don't need any more fighters, so you can go back to wherever you crawled out from. Eleanor blinked at the bile that her existence had stirred in them. She can barely comprehend it. Fortunately, Lauren stepped in between her and the shield her. She's a servant of the Amazons. Servant? We're done here. Lauren whipped away from the men, and Eleanor rushed after her. The Empire's warriors were not at all what they had hoped. They reached the guard post. They opted to ask officials rather than public. When they walked up to the guard post, the soldiers chattered were perfectly silent. Lauren merely stood, her legs spread afar, her arms crossed, not a man taller than her. No one spoke for her very long. My eyeballs. Let's see. Are you all mute? Where are the real guards? Who are you, and why are you here? I'm Princess Lauren of the Amazons. My mother is the queen of the Amazons. You're a princess? My mother have gone missing, and she is believed to have traveled through your lands. Amazons really exist? I thought my parents made those up to scare me. Have you seen my mother? Tell me where she is. So there really is a group of women in the mountains that enslave men? All the guards went deadly serious. They looked turned heated. I'm not ashamed of my culture. So it's true. The guards broke out in insults, demanding that they get out of their sight and that they were not welcome in Grimoire. Cute as a femboy? Yeah. How are you gonna turn down some hot ladies talking to you? Yeah, they might have enslaved men. But never wanted to lick a boot before? Oh, sorry. Oops, inner thoughts. Their search work was not going well. We should search the... Oh, oops. Pick the tavern. Oh. I guess fuck the castle. By the time we reached the tavern, the sun was setting. Fearful of getting the same treatment that she received everywhere else, Lauren held back and waited for Eleanor to turn to her. Slammy's crashing out against Dank and joined John in the VC. I mean, what about now? What could she possibly be crashed out about? Did someone post about it? Okay, guys, I'm looking at Discord just to see if anyone said anything. There's so many people on VC2. Xylee's being in there, that's crazy. They started talking smack to her whenever she would talk. Now she's young. Oh, well. How funny. Rip. Rip to them. It is late. We have learned nothing new. What should we do now? Boom, what's your thoughts on making a Discord public? Just for a while. Until like an actual number is hit or like an actual like my channel being monetized. Honor was surprised at first, not understanding why loyalty would have asked a mere servant for advice. Then she remembered that it was the first time that Lauren decided to meet. Yeah, like my Discord server. But I also got to work on what's going on with my YouTube because I don't know why it keeps converting back into the settings that it does. Because I don't touch it, boom. I don't really know. Like, I don't touch it, do anything. I no touch. I mean, like for a while, like if I got like the right people be mods, and then like open it up and like did some stuff to like get more of an audience or like stuff like that because I do have more of a following on TikTok. Yeah, word, word, word. Because I was looking, I've been in like other people's VCs today. Nothing bad, like anything like that. So like I visited a couple like other streamers stuff, and they have it public. And I think it's mostly because they haven't hit a certain like amount to actually like do something like the LCU does. But I think the issue is like modding. Okay, I'm gonna romance her. We should get some rest and try again tomorrow. We should be able to get a room here. I believe this isn't it. Yeah, the LCU is very different. Yeah, but they kept I think at the beginning, boom, they kept their stuff at a certain level. Okay. Cool beans. Cool beans, boom. Cool beans. It is real safe for us to do this in a place like this. I'll guard you vigilantly tonight. Your Highness, everything will be fine. Cool beans. Beanie weenies. Very wise of you. Of course, Your Highness. Eleanor led Lauren to the bar across the room, distantly guessing that she was innocent to the fact that they would be sleeping in the same room. Lauren's affection increased. Lauren walked over to the counter with confident stride. Give me a room. The bartender ignored her and continued doing what he was doing. Did he not hear me? Maybe not. You, give me one of your rooms. Lauren raised her voice when she spoke, but the owner still ignored her. Acknowledge my presence, you uneducated lout. Let me try, Your Highness. Sir, may we please rent one of your rooms tonight? Hi, Exile. Nothing. These humans are animals! Gross. Bartender scarfed. Lauren's patience was gone. He reached across the bar and grabbed the owner by his tunic, making it clear off the ground. Alright, thanks, Boom. I'll probably be up. We'll see. We'll see how long I can do this. I'll push myself to the limit. In the Citadel. Guards! Guards! Some guards who were standing in the corner hurried forward to apprehend them. Draco suddenly appeared out of the crowd and hurried to the side of Lauren and Eleanor. Begone, weakling! No need to thank me. The half-elf magician whipped up a hot wall of fire, sending everyone further into panic. The fire did not burn anything, but it was too hot, keeping the guards at bay. You followed us. Of course I did. Lauren drew her sword. I spared your life once. Don't get in my way again. Don't kill anyone. We don't want to have trouble with the Empire. Yeah, what she said. I'm too handsome to die. Lauren growled and ran right through the wall of the fire. Draco and Eleanor could only hear her fight off the guards. Huh? I shouldn't be able to do that. Eleanor shook her head, ran through the fire as well to help her mistress. Draco chuckled at how little his magic daunted these two travelers. Not most like most folks, are you? Is this like illusion magic? Drago will now fight at your side. He's a mage, a very useful one. Hey, yo, okay. I'm putting him in the back. Bro. Get. Where the heck did I? Oh, okay. Oh, like, I was clicking it, but I guess I was clicking it the wrong way. Okay. Fireball.
Whoosh!
This feels like Final Fantasy. Yeah. Um, I would say as a Final Fantasy, like really like loving Final Fantasy, I did definitely would say it is like Final Fantasy. Okay, she needs will, strength. This game's like super old though, like 12 years old. What is this game? I just no. So there's like a human or a warrior when you first play. So this is Winter Wolves, one of their first making of these games. They do have a huge bunch of games on Steam. This game is like one of their first series, so it's like 12, maybe 18 years old. I'm not quite sure. I know I played when I was like in middle school. So this game's pretty old. This is one of their first renditions. And they did make series to these games. Okay, no one else needs to level up. Lauren kicked the last guard, sending them to the floor where the rest of the guards were groaning in pain. The fight and the fire died down, and the empty tavern was all that was left. Lawrence wiped the blood from her face and stalked back over to the bartender. Where were we? Be gone, you filth. Will only call more guards. Before Lauren could respond, a bag of gold suddenly dropped onto the bar in front of them. Everyone looked over to see a stout girl sitting at the bar with her hand on her hip. Oh, just give them the silly people their room, Gunther. Stick to your own business, little girl. Little girl. She stood straight up on the bar and stomped over to the party, kicking the mugs and plants off the top as she did. Her small stature told them immediately she was a female dwarf, not a young woman. You take that back, or I'm taking my bag of gold back. Everyone stared at her, everyone at her side. She looked deadly and dangerous, and if she had bags of gold to throw away, she's probably someone of great importance. That's... The dwarf woman suddenly smiled and laughed. I'm just joking with ya. Be a little is my best quality, but in small places and never been found for days. My name's Dora, by the way, and this is Gunther. Say hi, Gunther. The bartender mumbled and took the money and exchanged it for a room. Dora? That's a lovely name for a lovely elf. I'm Draco the Fire Starter, and yes! Draco reached up to the dwarf's hand, but Lauren quickly slapped his arm away. What do you expect in return for your gold? Why are you helping us? Because you're different? You mean strangers? No, silly. I mean you're really tall, angry looking. You're an Amazon, right? Oh yeah, so this one's, if people are just coming in, this is the Amazonian lady. She's on the hunt for her mother. An Amazon? Oh, that explains the tallness and the angriness. But I'm a dwarf, so I'm different too. Here's a tip for you. Since you're obviously new around here, money always makes new friends. Thank you for your advice. You're very welcome. Well, perhaps the interest in sticking together. I need all the allies I can get. Eleanor blinked in surprise at Lauren, but Draco frowned immediately. We're in the process of conducting a rather lengthy search. Would you accompany me? A trip, huh? I don't know about that. I can't afford to just leave my job here. There would be a financial reward upon completion. I am the Princess Lauren of the Amazon. The dwarf's eyes lit up. A princess? And that sounds very interesting. I've always been a bit wary, a bit of an adventurer, you see. Awesome. So, Thief Hunter is her class. And for the first time, Eleanor had known her. Lauren has smiled. Glad to hear that. We'd love you to come along with us. Why did she get a formal invitation where I got a pointy knife to the throat? Lauren's demeanor changed when the man approached her with a scowl on his face. I'm a magician and I have amazing skills. Look. He sent fireworks shooting out of his hand. Knock that off. Oops, sorry. You're so persistent. Lauren turned to Eleanor to ask her the next question. What do you think we should do? Let's be friendly. I think we should accept Draco. He's very helpless. He is helpless. He was very helpful to us here. You do have a point. He would be useful to us in the future as well, thanks to his magic skills. I'll have to admit to you that you're right. Shall accept him. She returned to Draco, her expression as impassive as it always was when she dealt with men. You may join our group if you're so determined. Stars and moons! My wishes have been granted. Okay, you got Draco, the mage ever. Calm down. You're the almighty Amazon princess ship. Lauren sighed in expiration. Eleanor simply the newly expanded group ended up booking 3 rooms from the cranky owner. Draco and Dora each took their own room while Lauren and Eleanor shared a room. They both settled down when Lauren started to undress from the light armor. Stopped before she removed her top and noticed Eleanor was watching. Oh wow, this is getting real gay, guys. Just okay. You're a very admirable person, Your Highness. Thank you. I'm sure that you have many admirers back at the Citadel. I do, but most of them aren't even worth my time. Ah, I see. There are just too many reasons why the only real use for men is to procreate. It's just a shame that more races do not agree with this principle. The world would be a much peaceful place if they did, don't you agree? You're probably right. Probably? I mean, you're most certainly correct, Your Majesty. Yeah, because I'm her servant. The sun disappeared beneath the horizon and the room became dark at night. While the conversation had gotten better, there was a moment when Eleanor realized just how special Lauren was. She was beautiful, deadly on the field of battle, and later in the tale, the one to make the most difficult decision. Eleanor woke up with a start when she heard several suspicious noises, and saw that Lauren was already awake, hurriedly getting dressed in her armor, getting ready to fight. What? Right now? While she sounded surprised, she was already getting ready for a conflict. We've gotten trouble brewing. It's probably assassination attempt. You've woken up before me. You wanted to earn my respect. Before she had a chance, the glass of the window shattered. Several thugs came piling inside. You have no business here. The thugs didn't respond as they reached for their weapons and started to approach them. State your names. Despite the Victorian orders, they did not respond. Lauren drew her sword without further hesitation and hurried down towards the bursting thugs. Be careful. After this battle, the party won't have enough time to heal automatically, so you'll start an expedition. But I just recommend you save your game now. Save. Close. Review your party setup before you continue. I'll just okay. I'm gonna attack him. I'm gonna do the knockdown. Then I'm gonna noises they make? Crazy. If I do this, I can probably kill
Fall!
Pathetic.
Why are there imbeciles everywhere I go?
That's my friend, Eris. Okay. I love you. Hope everyone's having an amazing night. But I think I'm gonna try to go as long as I can. I gotta get those watch hours up. But well as like I have nothing really else to do right now. Princess Lauren, Eleanor, what was all the ruckus? We heard noises and came quickly as we could. You're a bit late, actually. There wasn't enough time for the conversation to continue as a new group of enemies started to materialize before them. The adversaries had materialized were no other than a few goblins and a giant hulking overlord. It's Gerb! The goblin shaman that captured you? Yes, be careful, his magic is very powerful. Not even 1 tree tall. Yeah, because earlier he said they were like, he was like 2 trees tall. Magic schmagic. We can handle a few greenies by themselves. Dang, called them greenies. Dora pulled out a short bow and an arrow. Indeed. Yeah, she has a bow. He's magic. So they're gonna go in the back row for hit him with this. I'll try to make this fast, so bear with me.
Try this on for size.
I hit the back row with him. Mostly because that's good for it. Cause that he has magic. And he can heal, I believe. If I remember correct. So she can't do oh. So yeah, wait. Okay, I'm gonna put that on him.
Pathetic.
Horrible.
Ha!
And just to let you guys know, I am drinking just a little bit, so I'm feeling pretty great. Can't attack right now. Double checking. That's in the back. Like that.
I showed you! Ugh! Learn from this, so you can keep up next time.
Yeah, learn. Vest of mirrors, door, a staff of shot was good. Get this up and then that. Well, you know what? Let's get her fill up. Because that's what you need. I mean, yeah, skills great here is great, but it has to do with the blue parts. With the, how would you say that? Let's say stamina, right? There's stamina and there's health. We get another fireball because he's a fireball guy. Get strength up and then kill. After a series of attacks from the party, Grob finally gave up. The creature collapsed and struggling to breathe. You've lost, but have anything to say before I kill you? Just one thing. Grob lifted his staff and growled in an incantation that cast a spell over the entire group. Draco had no time to protect them with an anti-curse. The group was instantly paralyzed. Lauren struggled against the spell, but Grob's sorcery was too much even for her. You have managed to fit me this time, but this far is far from over. I have another surprise for you. Sorry, I just thought about something. I'm gonna have to use the bathroom here shortly. I'm trying to think of what to. Okay. You know what? I do have to use the bathroom. I am gonna pull something for you guys. Listen to while I am away. I'm gonna try to beat this 4 minutes. And yes, I do wash my hands. Unlike Boom. Boom does not wash his hands. Love you, Boom. Sorry, there's like a moment of like, what? What am I doing? Right back.
Bust in the door with a flicker of light. Siren drifts in like smoke in the night. Red air glow, heartbeats slow. The world outside just fades in low. She kicks off her boots, hums to the floor. Echoes of laughter, ghosts she adores. City's asleep, but she's wide awake. Pouring her thoughts like waves that break. Will she cry or will she never sleep? Lost in the tide where the secrets keep. Moonlight hums in a faded tune. Sirens chilling with the silver moon. Vinyl spins slow, candlelight sway. Smoke rings dance, she drifts away. Eyes like twilight, tired but free. Dreaming out loud in a minor key. The clock says 3, but time's a ghost. She's vibing now with what she loves most. No rush, no fight, no pain to keep. Just her in the dark, she'll never sleep. Will she cry or will she never sleep? Lost in the tide where the secrets keep. Moonlight hums in a faded tune. Sirens chilling with the silver moon. Maybe she'll cry just to feel alive. Or maybe she'll laugh till the sun arrives. Midnight whispers call her deep, but silence so was never meant to sleep. Bustin' again with that lazy grin. Another night where the dreams begin. Laid out a queen of outer keep. She won't cry and she'll never sleep.
Okay. Hey guys, I'm back. I just had to wash my hands, but well, about to wash my hands, and I had enough time to like, I went and got some water. That was nice. I need some agua. A lot of talking. All right, you have managed to defeat me this time, but this is far from over. I have another surprise for you. Dead goblins and thugs whom the group had killed were changing forms, turning into what it looks like city guards. Though they were in pool of blood, guards' uniforms were unmistakable. And we're in serious trouble now. I do hope you like humans, Amazon Queen. You are going to all rot in the Empire's prison now. Rob disappeared, fading into thin air. Just as he appeared, the screams were enough to alert the local guards to come running to see what had happened. This is bad. Blast that glove. He foiled me again. You'd think I'd know better by now. We have more to worry about right now. Okay. Oh, lower your weapons. Despite the demands of the guards, Lauren had no intention of surrendering. She tried to resist. The soldiers swarmed around them, shouting obscenities. But it was futile. There was many of them, and soon everyone's hands were shackled. Behind them were just pushed through the streets to their fate. Unhand me at once! Cease your struggling, wench. Wench? You will die for this day. Your Majesty, no. Fighting will only make us look guilty. Just let them take us in and I promise I can get us out. Promise? Worth honor. That's nonsense. You can't promise to get us free from a jail cell. Yeah, I can. I bet you 10 gold I can. A guard pushed Eleanor forward harshly and she stumbled forward with a groan. Listen, I can cast flash spell to blind them all right now. It'll give me more than enough time to escape. We can take the horses, seek refuge with the elves and druids. They're friendlier than these guys by far. What are you guys whispering? Shut up. After the guard moved us back to the restraining Lauren, Eleanor reached back to Draco and Dora. What the Empire? Oh, those guys? Pfft, a bunch of big meanies, really. They'll just enslave us, you know? No trial or anything, but we can't escape right now with my magic. This was a key decision that rested upon their shoulders at a late hour of the night. While their journey was still in their early stages, the importance of their choice was unparalleled. But they had to make a quick decision, and that was exactly what they did. Yeah. I'm gonna do Dora's plan. As much as it hurt her pride to do so, Lauren was convinced to surrender to the guards. The party was captured and locked away in prison. Dora informed them that she couldn't free them as promised, since it was more difficult than she originally thought. As time slipped away, the tension between them were starting to mount. Lauren wore an inscrutable expression, but Eleanor was not nearly so calm, one trapped behind bars of a jail cell. Dora, you don't have to shout. I'm right here, you know. You haven't been able to get us out of here like you promised. Don't you have anything to say for yourself? We were counting on you. And somebody owes me 10 gold pieces. I'm just saying. Calm down. I'm working on it. I didn't think we had to use this type of lock. You were going to pick us out? Lock pick us out? I thought you had a connections or wiles to talk ourselves out of it. You're just a common thief, aren't you? Hey, don't go throw around that word so lightly. I borrow things without permission and forget to give them back. But I'm not a common thief. This lock is just unpickable, is all. I trust you, now we're here to rot. All of you, shut up! Eleanor jumped slightly as she looked over to where she was confined. I'm sorry. I need a drink, sorry. That was a lot of talking. A lot of talking. Just because we can't escape by the method we originally wanted doesn't mean we can't still escape. Do you have a plan? I've been thinking nonstop. I may have something, but it's gonna take some coordinating to do it and execute properly. Doesn't involve killing, does it? I hate killing. Gets all over my robes. Oh, I'll buy you new robes, you thunderhead. Stop bickering, you two. Her Grace has something to say. Dora and Draco grew bashfully silent. What is your plan, your majesty? Lauren's eyes met with Eleanor's as she looked like she was more than just a slave for the first time. It's risky, and first it does involve killing. Oh, drats. Don't know about you, but I'm not gonna rot in this jail cell for much longer. I have to find my mother. Lauren closed her eyes for a moment and she turned to her thoughts. We can't kill the guards who bring our food and use his keys to unlock a cell. We'll also steal his weaponry and then we... Before the thoughts could continue, the sounds of guards' heavy footsteps echoed down the hall. Everyone in the party came to attention and looked up at an old man surrounded by several armored men. He stopped in front of their cell and waved them the men to leave. Eleanor surveyed the man, knowing full well he had to be the mage. He wore a wizard hat and carried a magic staff. Eleanor watched the flicker of worry in his eyes as the old mage eyed Lauren intensely. She looked as though she was ready to spring into action at any moment, but the expression of the old man was impenetrable. Good day, young foreigners. Who are you? You are very direct for a prisoner, young lady. But there is no reason for me to introduce myself properly. My name is... Apolishimo? Polly Pocket? I don't know. That's a crazy name, brother. I'm the Archwizard of Rimar. So what do you want with us? Well, your group is a very unique bunch. We don't see a collection of individuals with such a diverse background in these parts. Lauren looked suspicious of the old man, but she remained silent as she listened to his explanation. Since you're all quite unique, we have a proposition for you. Would you be interested in hearing our offer? I doubt we'll have very much choice in the matter. This town's consul is willing to forgive you for your trouble you stirred up if you were willing to help us with this a very urgent matter. There's a precious artifact that we're willing to try. We are trying to recover, but all our attempts to get it back thus far has been thwarted. Thwarted? Yeah. The Empire is in search of a wholly known sword left in existence, the Ember Blade. It is said to be atop of Mount Kronos. But that mountain is an elven territory. The old mage brow furrowed at being addressed by an elf. So it is. You no doubt have impossibilities of humans traveling through elven territory being one. Eleanor frowned from the hearing the venom in Polly Pocket's voice. You think they would let us pass because we're not all humans, correct? That's exactly what we hope. Since your group is small and mixed, we're hoping the elves would think you're simply travelers from rather than on a mission for the Empire. So you just want us to go onto the mountain and retrieve the sword, then we'll go free? Yes. Easy peasy, almost too easy. What's the catch? The journey to Mount Kronos is not an easy one. The forest has many dangers, so the elves will not only be your threat. The mountains themselves are homes to mountain dwarves, snow goblins, and other hostile creatures. Dora frowned at the comment, but Lauren interjected before the dwarf woman had a chance to say anything more. I'm looking for my missing mother. That is our priority, and that's why we came to this town. If your freedom is not incentive enough, it's not. Well, as a member of the council, I can make all those resources available to me to find your missing loved one. I may even personally know her whereabouts. What is your mother's name? Lauren tensed. Queen Karen of the Amazons. Silence fell for a few seconds. She admitted the truth of their mission. Polly didn't seem surprised by her statement, instantly drew up a conclusion in his mind, and he nodded in response. Sorry, someone just messaged me and they were telling me that they were peeing, so I said good job. I told her good job because she's out drinking. So, and I'm at home drinking. I'm drinking soju, so I may have said this earlier, but it's MGSR. I got it from this Korean little red place. It's like called, hang on, Busan Mart. You can get like cup ramen, and then you can make it has like toppings and like side stuff to go with it, which was nice because I ate like a pretty good cup of ramen, like a bowl. Sorry, it's like a bowl. It was a cup, whatever you want to call it. You get like hot water, you fill it up, and then I put like an egg, and I got some spam musubi, and I got some like soju bottles. I'm almost done with this one. It's an apple flavor. It has like 14% volume of alcohol. Yep. Anyways. Okay. Silence fell for a few minutes after she admitted the truth. I can most certainly help you. The surprise reflected in Lauren's eyes were clear. Okay. Are you serious? Do I have your word? You certainly do, princess, and I would be glad to assist you if you first accept my task. Lauren hesitated for a second. A war of thoughts were pushing back and forth in her mind before she nodded somberly. I will accept your mission then. We will venture through the elven territory and retrieve the artifact for you. Emberblade. Help. Probably push me. Oh. Polly. Polly. Polly Pocket. Okay. You mean to make sure we don't run away? You could say that. Lauren looked over to Eleanor, a glimmer of excitement in her eyes. Friendly. This will still be good though. Any help is welcome. I'm sure you will be a valuable asset to our group, Sir Polly. We will await your instruction. Of course, I'm glad to accept it. You have accepted our position. As long as you keep your word as well. You need not to be concerned with keeping my word, nor about me slowing it down. I can tell already my magic sense is tingling. His spider senses are tingling, guys. He's definitely not as harmless as he may seem. I'm looking on DoorDash. Why do I want a pizza, guys. Did I get a pizza? I wonder what's open right now. Hang on. What's open? Taco Bell. Crack Donald. Ooh, IHOP. Sorry. I'm sure traveling with lots of you will be a memorable experience. Someone thinks I'm memorable? What did I tell you, Your Highness ship? I told you I was special. You are special, but not in a good way. Why do you have to say it like that? You only have a magician. Are you any good with their magic staff? I did not become an archmaid by chance, if that's what you're asking. Girl, haven't you been here for like a while, in the city? Cause you have like heck of money. Like, what's going on here, brother Ben? Ugh. Sorry, I'm kind of like eyeballing what to get. Jack in Box is open. Why is Subway on here? No way Subway's open. No way. Wingstop? I can kind of believe that. Wendy's I can kind of believe. Wings and waffle. Kind of looking. Kind of looking. Oh, you know what I want? Menudo. They have that? It is open right now? I'm gonna get my girlfriend a rolled taco. Okay, I did not become the Archmage by chance. Good enough for me. More help we have, the quicker we can get over with this. Agreed. When do we leave? Tomorrow before dawn. I'm sorry to say that I cannot free you from this dungeon till time. You know what else sounds good? Gilis Gilis. Almost done. Swear to God. Alright, let's put the magician in the back. Careful, we will be traveling along the outskirts of the elven forest. Keep your eyes out for hostiles. Okay, well, I figured what was going on with that. I actually want Mexican food. I really want menudo. But, like, take off the pint. You think they'll just start attacking us? I wouldn't put it past them. Sorry. Trees. Eleanor walked past Lauren's side quietly, reading Polly's warning against her better judgment of elves. But she heard movement in the forest nearby. Okay. No one revealed themselves, but it put Eleanor on alert just the same. The skyline of Mount Kronos formed in front of them, and it looked like a perilous climb. Polly urged them to keep up the pace. However, Lauren did not argue. The last of the trees were behind them, and when Eleanor heard the noise from within them again, she spun around. Behind the trunks of the trees, a few elves had stood with their weapons drawn, closely guarding their home. The elf in front gestured with his hand, and the others disappeared and gave Eleanor a long look before turning back as well. Eleanor? The group had not stopped and was about to go on without her. Coming! They passed through the elven territory unscathed, but even greater challenge was before them. Meanwhile, the northern border of the region, an evil force was crafting sinister plans. The party was still not instantly aware of the creature's actions, but it was only a matter of time until it would change. A heavily armored, mysterious being sat on his throne, comfortable in the hot room, despite the volcano's lava flowing with so near. The evil thing named was Faust, a name that would come to be spat and whispered in fear. He looked up at Jewel, a serpent succubus, approaching him, swaying her hips back and forth. Your news? Karen has been taken care of. Good. Any complications? Her daughter, Lauren, is looking for us. She is a very determined woman, so I doubt that she will give up the search easily. Before he could respond, Grob came forward to kneel before him. My lord, I have returned. About time. I've come bearing good news. I've taken care of Lauren and her party. They are now in prison in the city. Were you really able to capture them that easy? Yes, my lord. Jewel frowned across her arms. She knew Faust would not like the news, but she would not keep it to herself. But they are in prison, not a one of them. Faust's gaze was indiscernible, but the air was thick with tension, ensuing them in silence. Care to elaborate? Exactly. They are not in prison. They're waltzing around freely. Gob simply scoffed. Even if they weren't dealt with. My plans are going perfectly. It doesn't matter which side they end up on, where they are right now. They're going to trigger a war between humans and elves, just as we wanted. Tell me again, Lauren, involvement in this will help us? She is supposed to be imprisoned. Simple, my lord. There will be a heart of conflict, not us. We will begin our invasion freely, and they'll give us a good chance that Lauren will be killed in the struggle between two warring races. They'll be distracted, fighting each other, and with their usual group of fatalities nearly guaranteed. Boss remained silent, considering the explanation carefully, trying to calculate the potential repercussions that could go wrong. Rob's plan wasn't entirely foolproof, but it sounded surprisingly thorough, considering who crafted it. I approve of these plans. Let's see how far they succeed. And they better succeed, Grub. Do I make myself clear? Transparent, my lord. Can we at least send someone over to watch Lauren and her party? They've gained a new ally already. They can be more dangerous than we think. You speak the truth, make it so. As I've said before, you should not worry. I have taken care of that matter as well. What do you mean? As I said, my lord, there is already someone watching over them very closely, and everything will be going according to plan. I made sure of it. For your sake, it had better. Okay, the party already well into their journey. The terrain was difficult to navigate, but easier with the help of their new companion. Along the way, they were surprised to find that an overturned cart right in their path. Who has left it there? Who left this here? Hold on, show yourself. Out behind the cart jumped a large and dangerous-looking dwarf, brandishing his axe. Stay away, the lot of you. You're near getting your hands on my goods. Eleanor lowered her weapon, realizing the dwarf was only protecting the cart, not ambushing. Friendly. We cannot just leave him here, your highness. He looks like he's been out here for days. I can handle this myself. Stay away from my cart. He just wants us to leave him. He looks like he's starving. Please, I beg of you, help him. Lauren rested his eyes on the dwarf, her eyes on the dwarf, and he seemed to shake where he stood. It was clear that he was malnourished, but too prideful to leave his cart behind. Yeah, she grabbed a water skin from her hip and threw it at him. Drink. What's your name, dwarf? Ramos? Then he poured the water into his mouth like he hadn't drank a drop in the days. You had any water? Just mead, lots of it. He gestured to scattered barrels in the nearest cart. You're a merchant, aren't you? At least I have used to be until the blasted cart lost its wheels, and I'm not much of anything now. Don't say that. You still be an amazing merchant when you get back. Ramos blinked, staring deeply at female dwarf trying to comfort him. He looked as if he were in a trance. Are there any goods we can purchase from you? We're a long trip ahead of us, and we have restored our merchant honor yet. Of course, I got some goods to sell. Just take a look. Okay, let me see if I have stuff to sell. I'm gonna sell this. Guys. Got anyone else got stuff to sell? Okay, let's see. You can wear this, so I can have something to sell. Wear this. Yeah. About right. Okay. Man, you should just give me this stuff for free, brother. Alright. Well, Remus regained a colorful disposition and happily showed the party his goods. After a few purchases, he seemed not only happier but healthier. He still couldn't keep his eyes off of Dora, however. He's got a crush. Thanks very much. It's the least we can do. Raiders attacked me and I didn't know what to do. I couldn't just leave my cart in the middle of the nowhere. Those are just the things. You risk your life for material possessions. Being a merchant is all I've known, lady. With an axe, I assume you would know something of battle, too. Oh, this old thing? We've been together for a long time. They're preparing my order, so... Hell yeah. Okay. Checking on my battery on my phone. Pay after what you did for me? I'm following you guys to the end of the world. That's the spirit. Dora jumped up and Remus smiled excitedly. I agree, dwarves are powerful people. It would be wise to have be by our side. Will you join us, Remus? Glance over the door one more time. You can keep me away. Then it's settled. Your help in retrieving the sword will be valuable indeed. Could a berserker? Why can't I be a berserker? So a new member joined the ranks. They wasted no more time and continued to forge their goals. Dora explained that their quest to retrieve an ancient sword in return for the freedom, and he seemed to hang on every word. Never doubted Remus for a moment. I knew I could trust him even if we had just met. I knew because I could tell he had fallen in love with Dora at first sight. Love is what makes heroes of us all. While ascending the mountain, they heard haunting calls of orcs in the distance. They could not believe such creatures rooted in these hills, but they kept their eyes open. Did you see that? See what? I thought I saw something over there in the patch of snow. Everyone stared at the snow around them, but saw nothing. I suppose you're still jumping from... Large snow orcs. A pile of snow roared at them. They had set traps, waiting for fresh meat. I don't know what that was. It was a weird noise in my house. Okay. He's good to have up front again because he's a barbarian. Okay. Boom.
Stand aside!
Boom. About back here. You fireball.
Whoosh! Ha ha ha!
So she needs to go on guard.
Ha!
Cool beans. Let's put her back on guard.
Great, let's eat.
Awesome. Alright, drink all the soju. Haha, I saw something. Dwarf's eyes are proving useful. What about my dwarf eyes? They're always on somebody else's things. Dora pouted and pretended that she didn't hear that. party worn down a sunset to set up camp. They swore from many battles and tired from endless walking. They huddled close around the campfire on account of how chilly the night air was. Everyone that was except for Draco. You fire mage, where is he? They all looked around and could not even spot a trace of him. Polly scowled. He's been acting odd since the very beginning. What are you implying? A man who acts this way? He has something hiding in him. He could be a spy, perhaps. That man, a spy? Whoever hired that fool? Elder Druid Mirth is adept to fire hole. A foolery is a clever disguise. You do well not to forget that they are not all they seem. Draco? No. He may be silly, but he's not. He couldn't be. A lot of spies in this territory, even though elves do not have any imperial humans walk around their territory, so the Empire hires elves to spy for them. The other way around, too. Eleanor straightened with the start. Draco isn't human, he's half-elf. Polly stood up abruptly, scanning the trees. I knew that he was not to be trusted. Why? Simply because he's part elf? The magician did not respond, because he knew it to be true. Not all elves are untrustworthy. Eleanor is the proof of that. She looked over at her companion. Eleanor felt that touch that Lauren had come to trust her, even though she had become a servant in the beginning. That had not been seen. Excuse me? Eleanor stood up, causing Lauren to rise and step in front of her as warning to settle down. A twig cracked behind them, and they all looked over surprised and Draco walking back from the camp. What was the standing ovation for? I just needed to drain the lizard. Lauren and Eleanor shared a look of unsure if he was telling the truth. That's why you hide your ears from behind your hair. What? You meant to hide that you're part elf from the Empire? What was this about? Did I forget something? Confess your true intentions at once, or I shall use magic to drain them all out of you. Lauren shot of confusion, looked at Eleanor for guidance. Bristol. Tell the truth, Draco. Do not waste your breath on lies anymore. Lies? What have I done to you? Saved your butts a couple times, that's what. Tell us who hired you and you'll be more feared than man's magic. Really? That's how I'm treated after all we've been through? Well, if I'm not trusted, then I'll find some other... Then a high-pitched screeching pierced everyone's ears. They clasped their hands in their pain. What is this awful noise? Shadow Man, stay behind me. I'll protect you. Shadow creatures? Eleanor tried to glimpse a chance, but it was terminating. But only a flash of darkness could briefly. Then, suddenly, this hulking dark presented from inside in front of her. The partner. I forgot how many spaces there are, so that makes me wonder how many party people they are. Checking on my stuff real fast. Still try to find something. That is quite a drive. But I need Menudo. Okay, let's get behind here. Why is my stuff?
Back to Inferno.
Okay, get him up here.
Whoosh! Ha ha ha!
Ball!
Oh! Ah!
Fireball.
Try this on for size.
Let's move on.
Level up. Strength is always great. Let's give her some will. Okay. Environment. Do rally. Do this. Cool. Give him some more will. Go. They huffed and caught their breath. But before Draco could recover, Polly whipped out his staff towards him, entangling the fire mage in a web of light. The light curled around him and bound him too tight. Yeah, you set the shadows upon us. Jumping caterpillars. How many times do I have to tell you that you're wrong about me? Get these things off me. They hurt my eyes. Sir, he did fight those creatures alongside of us. Of course he would, so we would trust him again. Just so how long has the Empire hated elves so that it can imprison them? Fight. The old mage went silent, focusing on restraining Draco with his magic, but Eleanor knew he also was silent because he didn't want to answer. It's the same for us dwarves, but she's right. The elves do get trouble every day from you folk. Is that true? Is your suspicion of Draco merely because he's part elf? I didn't ask you to be born with pointy ears. I want to be born a dragon, actually. I haven't bound because the shadow men only come when called. Someone called these creatures to us. He must have done it. Shadow men follow the call of their master's crystals. Does he own one? They're mighty rare. Search his things. Eleanor reluctantly walked over to Draco's and unfurled it. Careful with that. Silence. Inside his simple belongings were spare clothes, a secret stash of rations, a mirror, and a tightly bound heavy object. Eleanor tensed when she reached for it. Pulling it out, unwrapped with a heavy object, revealed bright, shining stone in darkness. The entire party gaped at the glowing rock. Bless my beard. Draco, you really are? What? Polly silenced him with a whack of his staff, and magic fell around Draco. His eyes were fluttered as if he was drunk, and under Polly's complete control. You have lied to this party, and you put us all in danger. You will reveal your secrets to us at once. It will reveal my secrets? Sir, no! You have in your hands is proof of his treachery. Your Highness? And interrogate him. Eleanor frowned, but she knew it was true. If he had the crystal, then he would call those shadow men to attack us. She still didn't believe he was capable of such things. However, tell us your secret, Draco, Firestarter. My secret is... The party leaned in closer, boiling in anticipation to know who he had hired him. I do not think Lauren is attractive. It's crazy. Lauren drew her sword, but Eleanor restrained her. That's an unforgivable rat. No, the crystal. Show it to him. Who gave you the crystal? He brought the glowing crystal in front of Draco, and his eyes were cloudy hazy. You found it. Oh, shiny thing. Who gave this to you? Who hired you? Druid Mirth? Out with it. No one hired me. Polly was silent for a moment. That's impossible. You're not an agent, but a direct enemy of one of us here. Enemy? I want to be your friend. Can I have the shiny rock? It's so shiny. I don't think he knew he had it. Has your magic failed us, old mage? Does he speak the truth? Even the old wizard could not believe what he had heard. Do you mean this party any ill will? No, I like you guys, even though Lauren's a meanie. Rat. What just happened? Ugh, my head hurts. They went silent for a while, and all feeling guilty for what they have just done to him. We found this crystal in your belonging. Mine? Are you sure? I've never seen that thing in my life. Someone wants to cause a war. Suddenly, his invictiveness drew everyone's attentiveness. Slipping the stone into a party traveling to Elven territory was conscious decision on someone's part to start a war. A war over a stone? It's not a crystal that offends. If the Shadow Men had appeared when they were Elven town, we would have been killed as spies. I am the Archwizard of the Council of Elder Grimnor. That would have been taken personally and declared war. We are fortunate that this attack came when it did. We were just attacked as so I do not consider this fortunate in any way. Whatever tensions may be between humans and elves is not my concern. So I'm not even gonna get an apology. I think my forehead is starting to swell. Being cautious is the only trait that keeps you alive. I apologize for the bump on your head and nothing more. You brought this upon us, whether you knew it or not. You let your guard down yet again and let someone sneak into your bag. We've lost our chance of sleep thanks to you. I must press on. Already, we just set up camp. We've risked more than shadow creatures if we were to stay. Lauren grabbed a crystal and slammed it on the ground, shattering into pieces. Move out. Yes, your highness. Lauren had been a cold-hearted woman at the beginning. When I remember her now, it's not hard to think of her as a completely different person. Yeah. Okay, because I want to talk to people. Let's talk to you. You think you can trust Apollo? Polish me. Polly Pocket? I rarely trusted anyone I've just met. The Archwizard doesn't unsettle me more than usual. I'm fearful of magic. I'm comfortable with magic, but he's a very important wizard to the Empire, which means he's always have their agenda in mind. What I fear most is that he'll try to use us as puppets for his nation's game. I don't like being used. Neither do I. But we're bound for him for now. It infuriates me to know that my mother's out here somewhere and I'm trudging along the snow by his orders. We would have not been in that jail cell if that creature had not made us look like murderers. I'll make sure the goblin dies particularly slowly. I have my own plans for him after you're done. I cannot wait to get my hands on any demon after this. I have half the mind to charge into the Everburn Mountains after fighting Mother. May I come too? If you can keep up with me, I will try my best. Alert. What is this? So I got... Okay. Okay. Talk to you? I can't believe those shadow men came after us. That is something I never thought I'd ever see. You only hear stories about that stuff. You run into crazy situations all, don't you? Certainly. Unfortunately, yes, trouble seems to follow us. Don't get me wrong, I'm enjoying it. I've been wrestling on my wagon for too long. Now I'm finally back in the thick of things, getting my accent to exercise. I need more to stretch my legs. I'm finally getting out. I'm feeling young again. It sounds like you're having fun. He chuckled heartily. You'd be surprised. Dory, you said you could get us out of jail. I know. Sheesh. Haven't you made me feel awful already? I'm not trying to make you feel bad. I just want answers. I just want to know if I could ever trust you again. Look, okay. I totally thought I could get us out of here. Been loads of times I've lied to you. You've broken out of jail many times. That doesn't make you any more trustworthy, Dora. Nothing I can say to make it up right. Why would I even try? They put us in a weird cell with a weird lock, so I couldn't pick it. Your entire plan was just to pick a lock, and I was trying to sneak you guys out. You may be small, but the rest of us aren't. If I could take it back, I would. Sorry and stuff. We're here now, not in jail. Can't we move on? Okay, fair enough, girl. Okay, Mount Kronos. The party climbed into the mountain for days, but they finally reached the top of the mountain. Kronos has been a long journey, but being so close to the crypt that kept us Agent Sword gave them the strength to press on. Ay, ay, ay. I'm thinking about ending for the night. Here's my reason on why. My eyeballs. I should just push. Okay. Push. Okay, the party had climbed the mountain for days, but they've finally reached the top of Mount Kronos and been a long journey. But it was being so close to the crypt that held the ancient sword gave them a strength to press on. Maybe when my food gets here, I'll have the strength to press on too. He's not gonna get here for a while. And steak around Carol, breakfast, and then I wanted to get some stuff for my girlfriend when she comes home because she's okay. Oy, oy. Once we find the entrance to the crypt, the sword is good as ours. The laughter crackled in the air, and the party looked around in surprise. So not sure none of them had laughed. Did you hear that, or am I just imagining things? No, I heard it too. Somebody's up here. But the climb is too difficult. The mountain type should be empty. The same laughter surrounded them again, but this time they all heard it where it was coming from. I've climbed the mountains to make Kronos look like an ant. A man wearing a monk's robe stood barefoot, cross-armed, and on top of the path. Who are you? Name yourself. Lauren drew her sword, but the monk didn't even blink. I'm Caesar. Master of Truth. Master of Truth? What are you? Some type of spirit sent to test our worth? Caesar laughed once more. No, I can see this very well. I can see that very well already. It's not much, by the way. Lauren grumbled and raised her sword ready to attack. You're welcome to try, but I have trained some of the best warriors in the world. Why would you stop us if you don't wish to battle? Stop you? You're the ones that stopped me. I was in the middle of meditation before you came tramping up here, but breaking my concentration. Master of Truth, you're the monk of the discipline of truth, are you not? Am? What are you doing on the top of the mountain? This is my sanctuary of solitude. Well, at least it was. My fellow monks are spending the season up here to cleanse from the evils of society. But then here you are walking up and saying hello. Oh, I forgot. Hello. The monk sighed. You're after the sword, aren't you? What do you know of the Ember Sword Blade? What everyone knows. It was forged by the gods to give their strength, but to do the most worthy. You're not gonna fight us for it, are you? I've had my enough fighting for today. Oh no, I don't need any weapons to fight. You're welcome to it. I won't stop you, but the necromancer for necromancers? Yeah, they have many pets. I think I may have forgotten something at the bottom of the mountain. I should go get it. You're staying right here, young man. Don't blow this for us. They're just skeletons and zombies. Beep. Don't worry, Dora. I'm not afraid of the undead. Just stick with me. Aren't those creatures real powerful? No. Yes, well, the necromancers are having a life-draining spells, along with their ability to control the dead. Fighting them in their own territory is unwise. You have no choice, however. Your freedom depends on us getting that sword. And my aid will then help you get your mother. Necromancers don't frighten me. We will have the sword by sundown. You didn't tell me this was a suicide mission. In that case, never mind. By all means, continue. You're not very nice, Master of Truth. I'm warning you, if you go into the crypt right now, you'll die. I suggest you at the very least get warmed up by the fire and the monsters on the mountaintop first. That seems a very smart move, Your Majesty. Lauren stared into the distance, contemplating her decision. It was clear on her face that she waited to waste no time and charged right into the crypt. Apolly Pocket joined Eleanor and whispered to her, "Even with our numbers, it would do us well not to rush into the crypt carelessly." He consents to her. Eleanor nodded and approached Lauren. Romance. Grace, every minute we wasted is another minute your mother is danger. Exactly. Eleanor suddenly reached out and took her hand. Lauren locked up at the feel of their skin touching. This is why we definitely needed with the crypt. We should take Soiser advice and prepare before entering. They stood in a moment, silence, hand in hand. You're no use to your mother dead. Fine, we'll practice here until we're ready to proceed. Lauren pulled her hand from Eleanor and pulled away. Yes. Eleanor sighed in relief. Lauren was changing her mind and overcoming her stubbornness. Finally, you made the right decision. My brother and I currently guard the entrance to the crypt, so we're not going to let you get inside until we're ready anyway. What? When you think you're ready to go in, you may spar with us. If you can defeat us, then maybe you can handle a few knockmen. Till then, don't even bother. There's some goblins who made their home in the valley who disappear when fine if you start there. For all your help. No, I need to get back to my meditation. Hold. Let's get over with this. Okay. Okay, I want to kill this one. Goblin Wizard. Yeah. Good choice to kill him. We should kill him. Or do it like half in. Cool. Get him.
I hope this is slightly uncomfortable.
Fireball.
Good riddance, I say!
What did you think of those fireworks?
Get it, guys. Get her strength up. Skill. Okay, Goblin Wolf Rider. I'm gonna go for him back. Get out the wizard. They always are the ones that cause them. It's better for her.
I don't like you.
Good.
Learn from this, so you can keep up next time.
Pretty good job, I admit. Follow me back to the Temple of Truth. Already challenged me. Why does this place have no snow? Already the Master of Truth will get passed into this crypt. Okay, you can't say that I didn't warn you. Discipline's a symbol. Pick 3 of your best warrior to fight against. What? You didn't say that before. It's my temple. I make the. You definitely want him on the team, so I'm gonna take her out, him out. Maybe I should take her out. Listen. Oh, I must be in the party. Okay, well. That's it.
Stand aside!
You kill him.
Whoosh!
Oh, guess I didn't.
Does anyone need healing?
Okay, so. Strength is a definitely must, so I'm gonna level her up. Let's see. Got like. I might get make enough. That's enough. I can tell that you've grown stronger these days. You're not still as strong as I am, but you're strong enough to fight the undead. Level up. Let's learn something else too. Let's get him a tornado. Some more will. Skill. Okay. I'll have. Will is definitely a must. Strength is always great. Skill. Will. Yeah. Air shower. Okay. Strength is always good. Will. Another skill. Jesus. Alright. Do it one more time. You enter the crypt if you still want. I wish you luck in retrieving the sword. Very much. You may proceed, Your Grace. Polly walked ahead of them, surveying the entrance. He says the magic words, and the door slowly opened by itself. This will be dark and deadly place. Be on your guard and ever vigilant. Lauren nodded and bravely stepped into the darkness. I think I just heard, eek! What was those? Oh. Necromancer and his skeletons would be ready to fight. Necromancer set forward a small skeletons and they're preparing the strong fight. Okay. Boop.
Oh, yeah!
Fireball. About this one. Ooh.
I hope this is slightly uncomfortable.
Learn from this.
Disgusting creature.
Ow! Stand aside! Does anyone need healing?
Cool. Oy, oy. Okay. Well, first thing, I need to kill him.
Try this on for size.
Eh.
Ah! Ah!
Ow! Whoosh!
Okay, now let's see if they had anything good on them.
Learn from this.
Okay, now let's see if they had anything good on them.
The party finally stumbled upon a terrarium in the center of the crypt. A sword was lying on the slab of the middle of the stream of light, pouring down on it from the ceiling. Sword, that must be it. Hush, do not yell so loudly in this place. Lauren approached the ancient relic, one hand reaching for the sword and the other one gripping her very own tightly. There appeared to be no trap, so she swiftly picked it up. The ember blade hummed in her hands as she pointed in the sky. Slowly the sword began to glow. What is this? Why does it glow? A Polly Pocket was positively surprised. My princess, the sword has only glowed for the most powerful warriors whom the world has ever known. The ones who have shaped the world forever. Blazer said that the sword only gives its true strength to the most worthy. Does that mean that the gods have? Yes, the gods, the swords have recognized Lauren. Lauren had stared into disbelief. Glowing sword in her hand. Could it possibly be the most powerful warrior in the world? Would she have changed the world forever? It is old and broken, and it has mistaken me for another. But Lauren in her heart, the sword it had chosen not Lauren by mistake, and wondered what the future it had stored for her mistress, and if she was part of that story. Cool. This is my morning priority. backstab. Good ice float. I'm trying to see where my person is. Sorry. Alright. Trying to look. Let's do Inferno. And find the back outside the crypt. Lauren cannot contain herself. I should have held up on her end of the bargain. We're back in Grimoire. You'll do anything in your power to find my mother? Yes, about that. Lauren stops in her tracks, unsure what will be. You know the whole time? Think of it this way. You don't have to wait a moment for search. I think my attention span's starting to wear out is because word, but like I think I don't know how to say, but like I'm a little antsy, but like so I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream for the night. I hope you guys have a beautiful and amazing night, but also because I'm like gonna watch where everything is. But I adore you guys. I hope you like the stream. I'll be editing this, but have a good night.